Hey, I'm Brian from BMA Comics, and again, Happy New Year to you. This is your weekly video where we take a look at the new comics coming out every new comic book day, and today we're going to be looking at the new comics for tomorrow, Wednesday, January 8th. Or at least I think it'll be tomorrow. I don't know, this video's coming out late, so it might be today. Anyway, let's get into the new comic. In less than 3 weeks, a viral outbreak has caused hundreds of millions of healthy people to die from cancer. The world's leading cancer researcher will have to find a cure and end this global conspiracy in time to save his 9-year-old daughter who just caught the virus. This is a prequel to the Earth X trilogy. David is the only human surrounded by monsters. His best hope at survival is to get to New York where the heroes are. Not only is Alex Ross on the cover, he is the writer as well. Years after escaping Hawkins' lab, two of Dr. Brenner's former subjects seek to live normal lives. When news reaches them that the lab was shut down, they go on a harrowing search for Nine, a powerful pyrokinetic whose shattered psyche threatens to burn them all to ashes if they can't find her and free her from her own malevolent imagination. In the aftermath of absolute carnage, Ravencroft is being rebuilt for the criminally insane. But what secrets will be uncovered during the construction? Ripley Ryan, aka Star's story continues from Captain Marvel in her own miniseries by Kelly Thompson. She gained her powers from the Reality Stone. Set in the future, Miles Morales leads humanity's last stand. Discover the secret history of Mal and his mother and find out why Ma Reynolds is at the top of the Alliance's most wanted list. Also, a new war to end all wars is brewing. This is another addition to the Marvel Gameverse. It's a prequel to Marvel's Avengers game and will include a one-on-one battle between Thor and the Hulk. After the death of her father, Daphne's mother takes her to a cult. As anger fills Daphne, she finds there's something else in her, and it wants the unspeakable. Find out who this brother is, and if Daphne has the will to curb his appetite. Based on the cover alone, it looks like DC Black Label has a good horror comic here. It's a new run on Batman. Check out James Tynion IV's direction of Batman, featuring Deathstroke. Welcome to the new world of TMNT. After the cataclysmic events of TMNT number 100, the Turtles find New York City drastically changed. New fractions and enemies are on the rise, and allies are in short supply. The Turtles will have to work together to get through this. War comes to Perdita as Sonata finds herself lost in a desolate landscape where death has dominion over all. We're still uncovering the secrets of the Young Justice team, such as, where did Connor Kent come from? Why does Bart Allen remember everyone but no one else does? How does it connect to Jenny Hex's trunk? Batman and Superman get Wonder Woman to help cure Supergirl from her infection that threatens everything. The Batman Who Laughs has infected Hawkman, and now the infected Hawkman is seeking to access the ancient tomb whence all his power flows. Now that Ra's al Ghul and his army is set on Black Lightning, he will need the Outsiders to stop him from crossing a line that could change his life forever. Dracula, the Wolfman, the Mummy, and Frankenstein have joined the DC Universe. Melmoth has summoned the Monster League of Evil to destroy the Gotham City monsters. The fight between Catwoman and Raina Creel turns personal, as Raina Creel goes after someone close to Catwoman, her supplier, Carlos. Chase and the rest of Team Genlock is split up in Japan and need to find a way to end the war before Osaka is bombed. Young Poquita has fled her abusive foster family to an abandoned refugee prison on the southern border. Next, she will discover her traveling companion isn't who they seem to be. Alice is a mother with a family in London in the 1990s, but she can't escape the promise she made as a child, and the dollhouse will make sure of it. Deadpool is building a kingdom of monsters, but Captain America and Elsa Bloodstone keep getting in his way. Not only that, but someone is killing monsters, and they are after Deadpool's favorite ones. Despite the Savage Six's ongoing assaults, the show goes on, with little help from amazing friends. Mary Jane and Mysterio are bonding under battlefield filming conditions, but their Spider-Man can't take it, and where did he go? And who could possibly replace him? And how will they feel about Team MJ Stereo? Black Cat is at war with the Thieves Guild, so she wants to get someone she loves out of the city. But how? Can she trust the Beetle to help her? Michael Morbius' tinkering with his genetic code seems to be making him lose the little humanity he has left. Venom Island continues, and we're gonna see just how dangerous Eddie Brock can be even without the symbiote. A monster is wreaking havoc in New Jersey, but Ms. Marvel is torn between her father in the hospital and the monster she created. Yondu of the 31st Century's secret origin is revealed in this issue, and the two are still being hunted, but their differences seem to get in the way of them getting together and keeping the Herald's urn safe. Doctor Strange makes an appearance in this different world Spider-Man has found himself in. Giant monsters have been unleashed in Phoenix, Arizona, and it's up to the Immortal Hulk to stop them. Conan and Dark Agnes go up against the servants of Seth, while Solomon Kane and Moon Knight encounter a bizarre relic. Someone is tinkering with the boundaries between life and death, or human and machine. This team has dealt with undead before, but death is due an upgrade, and no one is prepared for this digital revolution. Will Arrow be able to crack the mystery of the Crystal Jade Towers and creatures infiltrating Shanghai before they take over the city, or will Hung stop her first? Marcus and Ed lead a rescue mission deep into the heart of Oblivion. Will they succeed, or will the Faceless Men be taking more prisoners? In the end of the Trees 3 Fates miniseries, a small miserable lie is about to get Carla killed, while a huge terrible lie is about to get everyone else killed. Sometimes we must forgive the dead, sometimes the dead has to forgive us. Another miniseries is ending, but the Pretty Dead story will continue. After her violent introduction to the world of sim gangs, Mers struggles to accept her new identity and is forced to become what she hates the most. Werewolf Lou Perlot has found himself in a cemetery filled with zombies. Angie and Norton are about to learn the hard way: when you find a deep, dark lake, don't drink the water. This story arc is wrapping up here, with the Queen of the Northern Elves finding a dangerous new weapon, and she is unafraid to use it. Another resident is savagely dismembered and put on display by the mysterious Eden Killer, leading Mark to take a drastic step to stop the bloodshed. Vamps may rule this new universe, but that won't save them from Kanto, the Bloodscraper. Weakened and unable to access her full power after the last encounter with Haley, Alex plays a dangerous game of cat and mouse with the person controlling Haley from the shadows. The barrier between New York and Hell comes down. Tommy faces a shocking betrayal within the Foot Clan that puts him in the crosshairs of their leader, Shredder. But can the Power Rangers and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles put their differences aside before Shredder unleashes his ultimate weapon? There's a new Slayer in town, and it's up to Team Kendra to save the day. This is another Hellmouth tie-in. In Nazi-occupied Paris, death toll mounts, but the killer's motives and whereabouts remain unknown. The investigation uncovers a name, a doctor, whose skill and expertise matches that of the meticulous crimes. But is this doctor the sadistic killer operating in the shadows, or just another victim of the Gestapo? Cobra Commander wants a snake eyes of his own. The Joes have other ideas. it'll take 2 armies to settle the dispute. Cal McDonald's fling with a seductive vampire continues as his ghoul companion Moloch is drawn to investigate a series of grisly murders. But with Cal distracted, can Moloch uncover the source of the violence and come out unscathed? Denied re-entry to the island, and with the combined forces of the Shogun and the bandits closing in, Hana and Kenichi prepared for a battle of their lives. The 5 students chosen to learn battle magic are forced to confront the terrible consequences of what they've done. As the alien monster closes in on hearing, the mental attack forces him to come to terms with his past and the truth about the government he works for. A shocking secret lies concealed beneath the beautiful facade of Skywise's tranquil life. But what happens if he learns the one thing that could shatter his and his daughter's world? How far will they go to regain what might be lost? Hattie and Anna knew that executing their plan to kill Whitey Donovan would be difficult, but they never anticipated their path to find him would be a literal inferno of war, hunted by the evil Tyson and his devil dogs, attacked by Confederate soldiers with no allies to be found. Can they survive long enough to find the vengeance that they so desperately seek? The prime suspect in the death of joke stealer and general thief Carl Dixon, Sid's on the run, and it's gonna take all of his investigative chops to suss out the real killer before he gets caught. Applejack helps Apple Blossom learn about the meaning of courage when she tells her sister a story about facing the biggest fears she has had as a young filly, the water. Will AJ's tale help boost her sister's confidence, or will it just make Apple Blossom more nervous? It's story time at Grandpa Duck's farm, and this time Uncle Scrooge tells Donald and the nephews how he made his $6 million in an appropriately titled My 6 Million. Just one of the 2 stories told in this issue. There you have it, a look at the new comics coming out tomorrow, New Comic Book Day, or today, depending on when this goes up. Subscribe for weekly looks at the new comic book releases for New Comic Book Day, and let me know in the comments which books you're looking forward to. Thanks for watching this video. Sorry it's late. I appreciate you spending your time with me. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thanks again for watching. Until next time, Brian out.